I don't like it. Sailing to an uncharted island with strange folk aboard.
Keep your voice down. I just want the captain to hear you.
It ain't the captain I'm worried about. It's our priest. If he's a man of the cloth, I'm the Virgin Mary.
All you seek will soon be yours, Captain. It is indeed the island of legend.
So you say. If you're wrong, the price of the voyage will be paid in blood. Yours. And those vagabonds you brought along.
They merely seek adventure, Captain. The island calls to those who forge their own destiny.
Hello everyone, Rambles here, and welcome to New World Aeternum. This is the big re-release of Amazon Game Studios' New World, which was an MMORPG that came out a couple of years ago, had a couple of big expansions, and I guess it just never did as well as they wanted it to do, or as well as it needed to do. And so New World Aeternum is a little bit of a reimagining along with a re-release, where from what I understand, the world and a lot of the story and the lore are still the same, but it seems like maybe a lot of gameplay elements, maybe even some of the story is going to be a little bit different. I've been on a little bit of a blackout about this game, so I haven't been watching a lot of videos or looking up a lot of news, and I was actually surprised that we are now in the open beta. So today we're going to check this out basically blind, and we are going to find out together what New World Aeternum has to offer. They redid the intro cinematic a little bit. I like it. It was pretty good. And now we're picking an archetype. So in the original game, we didn't deal with classes. We just equipped weapons, and the weapon loadout that we had determined the abilities that we had access to, and it also determined the talent trees that we were working through. But it looks like right away here in the beginning, we are going to pick an archetype that pairs two weapons together. I like that a little bit better than the free-for-all. Especially in like an RPG, I like there to be like a pretty strong class fantasy that like certain weapons and certain armor that the class gets built around. So let's have a look. We have a soldier, tank and damage, a fighter by trade, balancing defense and offense with sword and shield and hatchet. We have the destroyer. This looks like two-handed mace, two-handed axe. Mighty slayer, brutally executing foes with their massive warhammer and great axe. Let's see, trade skills. Choosing an archetype only provides a boost to specific trade skills. You can gain mastery in all weapons. Oh, okay. So even if we pick an archetype, that's not going to lock us in. We're not going to be locked in. It's just giving us certain boosts to help us with those specific weapons and armors. So yeah, basically nothing you pick here is final. But it probably determines your beginning loadout. A keen-eyed hunter, scout, and pathfinder proficient with bow and spear. Musketeer, a nimble explorer and adventurer skilled with rapier and rifle alike. Occultist, practitioner of primal elemental arts, commanding the forces of frost and flame. We have the mystic, a scholar warrior who seeks to master the forces of life and death. And the sword bearer, which looks awesome. Damage and tank, a gutsy, heavily armed berserker wielding a colossal greatsword and a blunderbuss. They have a two-handed sword and a shotgun. Trade skills, cooking, fishing, leatherworking. Okay. I kind of like this. This seems like it might be kind of my playstyle. I think we will check this out. We got your 2 different body types. You can't zoom out from here. It would be nice to be able to zoom out, but we don't seem to be able to do that. We can rotate, which is fine. A lot of different pre-made face options here. And so this game is in open beta, so a lot of what we see might not be final. There might be additions, changes. The game comes out, I believe it was October 15th to full release. So potentially quite a bit could change between now and then. Let's go with something like that. That looks good. It'd be nice to get like the hair, like the match. There we go. That's fine. Yeah, it would be nice to actually see the body type that we're working with. We seem to just be kind of zoomed in on the face. What about some different hairstyles? Strangely, maybe we don't have any control over the eye color. That'd be a little strange, but oh no, I just have to read. It's right there. There we go. Let's go with that, and let's go ahead and let's just get right into things. It's open beta, so we don't have to spend too much time working on the character. Somebody has my name. Of course they do.
You lied to me, priest!
I warned you the journey would be difficult.
You said nothing about sailing through the very gates of hell!
Hell is all but inevitable for one such as you, Aldous Thorpe. The island offers something much greater than gold. Redemption. For me, and perhaps even for you. Do not fear the storm, Captain. Faith will see us through.
Alright, combat tutorial. We are playing on mouse and keyboard. Alright, so far I like the intro. I feel like the intro is a little bit more linear and a little bit more cinematic than it was in the original release. I'm kind of surprised that combat still feels very similar to New World. And I kind of thought it was going to be drastically different from like a combat perspective. Well, this is really pretty. Seems to be also optimized pretty well. E to take the item, we got a booming blunderbuss and a cutting greatsword. Tab to open the menu. Yeah, this is all very, very familiar to anybody who's played any amount of New World. And there we go. We've got 2 shots with the blunderbuss, and then it has to reload. Alright, the shotgun works. Blunderbuss ranked up to 2. Yeah, we hit K, we go. This is the exact same menu. The talent trees look different. Azoth Shrapnel Blast. Fire 5 shots and a horizontal fan in front of you while pushing yourself backwards. That sounds good. Our basic shots restore 1 stamina per hit. We can go into Chaos. Splitting Grenade. Shoot a grenade out of the blunderbuss that can bounce up to 4 times. The splitting grenade will just detonate after 1.5 seconds, but can be detonated early by reactivating the ability. Let's just grab the Shrapnel Blast. That's going to go to Q. I may rebind some of these to my mouse buttons. I have a 12-button Logitech MMO mouse. So yeah, we may just go ahead and do that now. Let's see... Keyboard and mouse. Yeah, let's... Yep, let's go ahead and just rebind. We'll have to rebind that. Okay. There we go. And that one is on a 12-second cooldown. I say the environments, they look really good. The lighting is really good. So far it seems to run well. I'm sure like we'll see in higher traffic areas if it still runs well. That was one of the problems that New World had on release, is that when the areas got really crowded, the game didn't feel very optimized. But I'm not sure if this is going to follow like the same kind of MMO format, or if maybe this is going to be more of a solo game. Alright, we have health potions, we can equip those. Okay. It's great that they're equipped. I guess, oh, we activate those with 3. Okay, that'll work. Is there any reason to... Well, I guess we can go this way. Alright, we did level up our greatsword. Let's see what we can unlock here. Path of Onslaught. After completing any ability in the Onslaught tree, enter Onslaught stance. Outgoing damage increased, damage taken increased, quick charge, heavy attacks charge 50% faster if you have 10 stamina to consume. Maybe we should just grab an ability here. Crosscut. Slash 3 times in quick sequence. That sounds good. That felt good, looks good. There's probably animation lock, and I wonder if you have iframes while you execute the ability. Or if you're fair game to be hit while that fires off. Can we go into the water? It doesn't look like we can get over this way. Looks like we're kind of on a path here. Do we have a map? M does not open the map. It looks like there will be a map, we just don't have access to it right now. Ooh, that was pretty. Very nice. Oh no! Oh, he didn't make it very far, did he? Looks like the corruption here got him. So when New World first came out, obviously I played it, and I really did like the lore and the setting. I felt like they had good foundations for what could be a really interesting world to explore. Unfortunately, when New World first came out, it was kind of just an incomplete game. I feel like by year 1 of New World, it was in a much better spot, and if they had released with all the updates that they had in the year 1 updates, then the game might have actually done really well. So it's going to be interesting to see like how many lessons they learn and if this provides a drastically different experience.
You must become something greater. The fountain. Drink and accept my gift.
He has the Force now.
I feel your blessings surge within me. Everlasting glory will be ours.
In the original game, I thought I had a full dodge roll. I don't seem to have a full dodge roll here, which would actually be really useful. Also, the dodge itself was supposed to be left shift, but it... Ooh. Oh, we can't go into menus when we're mid-fight. I really need to check the key bindings because left shift is not really dodging anything.
You have failed.
You have stolen what is mine.
And now, you will join me. No matter. You will be mine soon enough.
Okay, well that was cool. It feels like they're following the same story beats they followed in the original release, except things are more clear, there is more detail, there is more action. So I really like that. We did something. I don't know what we did.
It's still demon! A strong one, are you? Death and back, and you still have your soul. You should be proud.
Okay, we can move now. That's amazing. I'm not sure what I did to trigger the cutscene, but it works. Now let's go back and let's turn off our chats. Muted. Everything should be muted. Except it's clearly not. Okay. There we go.
Let the air fill your lungs, friend. You have conquered death and been born again, like new. No small feat. You died, and it won't be the last time. But this is Aeternum. No one gets away that easy.
I like that when we're talking to the quest giver, we can't see the other players. I think we're still hearing all of their sound effects, but it's nice that we can't see them.
Smashed by the storm wall, of course. Like everyone else here. Maybe you forget. Be a blow to your head killed you. But it will pass. Your soul is strong. That's what matters. Most aren't so lucky as we are. They are reborn as something else. The corrupted. Or worse. But come. We should not dwell on such dark matters. But you must be starving, friend. I always feast after dying. We must fill that belly of yours before it disappears. Don't worry. Many boars roam wild just off the beach. A little on the skinny side, but juicy if you cook them right. Yes, and you will also want a skinning knife, because boar skin tastes like, hair, mostly. Gather flint and wood, and then join me and Erda at our campfire. She will like you, I think.
Alright, let's take a look here. I wonder if I could hide... There we go. Hide headgear. Apply. Okay. I would rather just see my character's face, especially if there's going to be cutscenes. Alright, so we are looking for flint on the ground and wood from a bush. So far the intro, although it's been refined, details have been added, it's more cinematic, it flows a little bit better than the original New World. This is still basically the exact same intro. Different characters, we're meeting some different people. And things are handled a little bit differently, but... I wonder if this is going to be different enough for people to be okay with, like, the complete relaunch of the game, essentially.
Let us see what you have there. A crude knife, but made well enough.
Of course it's well crafted, Erda. They were following my instruction.
More likely a natural, this one. That's good, stranger. Now you will need wit and skill if you would not languish on Aeternum. The town of Corinth up the road is mostly safe. But out here, we are on our own. No, I've never been well suited to village life. But many here seek the refuge of a community to feel safe.
They fool themselves. Nowhere is safe on Aeternum. We may escape death, but pain and suffering, and even madness lurk everywhere.
Yes, we are all a little mad on this island. But your mind is probably consumed with hunger right now, I suspect. Yes, those beasts trample everything in sight. You won't have to go far to find them. Hunt and skin a boar, then cook your meal over the fire.
Alright, we do have some points available here for our attributes. Now it tells us, circles our weapons, so it looks like our main stat is going to be strength. Both of our weapons seem to benefit from it. And constitution is going to be, I'm assuming, our HP. Yeah, primary attribute for overall HP. So we'll also want to put some points in that. I'm going to go 3 points here, 1 point con. There we go. One of the things I really liked about New World was that everybody could take all of the professions and work on any of the professions they wanted to. And then just being able to progress everything separately, seeing the skill ups for everything, it felt like you had like meaningful pathways of character progression. Even if you wanted to stop doing the main questing, just kind of run out into the wilderness and do some crafting. Alright, we're going to make some light rations. Recover 40 health per second for 20 seconds. This recovery stops if damage is taken. Should probably pin this recipe. Let's just make all 4 of them. We can do that all at once. And we've equipped those into our second item slot.
Ah, a successful hunt? Enter. Yes, it smells like you cooked it just right. If there is any left over, give it here. Best not to let it go to waste, you know.
Hunt and cook your own boar, lazy bastard. If there's any food left, you keep that for yourself, newcomer.
Ah, Erta is teasing me, of course. I'm just taking a moment to recover my strength before wading back in to cut down the corrupted. During rebirth, their souls become claimed by evil. They are like demons, possessed only with the desire to spread their madness. Oh, I thought you knew. The wreckage of your ship is just across the water, but there is nothing and no one that can be saved. All you can do now is put your former crewmates to rest and hope they don't return. If you want to do the deed yourself, I would understand. Keep your weapon at the ready. As long as you don't get overrun, you should be fine.
Sometimes I also like to turn off floating player names. When that's a possibility, it cuts down on visual clutter in highly populated areas. So let's see if maybe we can find where that would be. Notifications, preferences, social. Nope. Game settings. Yeah, maybe they don't have an option. A lot of games have the option to disable player names, which is a great option to have because, again, if you're trying to get immersed in the world, it actually feels better that way. We got some boots here. Alright, we've got more attribute points. I'm going to dump these into strength. We got weapon masteries available for the great sword. Unstoppable cuts gain grit while performing crosscut. Grit prevents you from being staggered by incoming attacks. Or charged heavy attacks have 15% armor pen. Relentless rush. Dash through foes while spinning and apply a 20% slow. Oh yes. We must have it.
See, Urta, see! I knew our friend here would prove worthy. Who better to tutor a new arrival in the ways of Aeternums than us?
Indeed, but know this, new blood. The island's lessons never end. Our lives persist, but time marches on. This new corruption spreads like fire, and as you can see, it is now at our doorstep. It's quite concerning.
Must you be so grim? You'll scare off our new friend here. We always find a way through, do we not? In fact, I heard pistol shots a few minutes ago. There may still be others out there in the wreckage who have not lost their souls. I agree. There are many shipwrecks, but if we move fast, we can cover them all by the day's end.
Stop being so thick-headed, Elstrom. Those ships will just be followed by more. Until you find the cause of the corruption, it will only get worse.
Aha! Yes, we will spread out. You can search for survivors, my friend. As Urta reminds me, I must search for the source of this menace.
I'm not sure which undertaking is the greater risk. But it's no matter to me. I will remain here at the camp.
I am sorry we cannot venture forth together. But, while you search for survivors, I will find our next challenge. I will meet you back here.
Yeah, it's really strange. I'm not sure why his dodge is like a crouch. It's a little confusing, actually.
You eluded me in death, but our souls are bound. I am with you. I am within you. Eat ledger, bastards! So, here I am, fighting off the demon hordes, and I'm thinking, how the hell do I get down from up here? So what do you say? Maybe give a girl a hand? Eat ledger, bastards! You won't be getting a piece of Grace O'Malley. Back onto sand. You have my thanks. I know a safe spot this way. Come on! Well now, can't tell you what a relief it was seeing someone who was still human. I was beginning to think I was all alone out here. The rest of the world had gone mad. Perfect. I was betting there'd be some kind of folk somewhere on this rock. Figured I'd go look for it after I'm done out here. I'm not about to go walking away from a whole fleet of fresh salvage. Not if I have a choice in the matter. This isn't my first shipwreck, you know. One thing I've learned, you have to always think ahead, keep an eye on the horizon. And there's booty to be had here. Countless treasures captain and crew had stashed on board, if you know where to look. Of course! Not like these rotters care a damn for it, and I'll be needing a new ship, a new crew. That takes coin. In fact, if you want to partner up, I'll split the loot 70-30. Or what the hell, 60-40 even. What do you say? Then we can go head to that campsite of yours. That's the spirit. It's a deal. I need to circle back to my own ship to grab what I can. But there's a wreck over there I haven't searched yet. My first mate went that way, but something happened to him. Don't let it happen to you. Get the ship's manifest, any valuables, and meet me on the other side.
We set forth from Honfleer with a hold full of cargo and a handful of uniquely valuable items from Paris as a gift to the soldiers at the new fort. These items include a silver candelabra from the court of the late King Henry the Great, a blessed chalice from Bishop Richelieu of the church at Lucan, and an astrolabe used by Samuel Champlain himself during an earlier voyage across the Great Western Ocean.
There you are. I was starting to worry. More importantly, though, what did you find? Let's see here. Oh, yes. These are definitely worth a coin or two. Soon as we find a town, we'll sell them and split the profit. Unfortunately, I didn't have as much luck as you did. Those damn red-eye rotters are swarming all over the wreckage of my ship. I worry it's bad luck leaving behind my own treasures, but I can't get through the bastards. Now there's a good mate. Tough one too, if you're so confident. No complaints, though. Tell you what, if you can get my stuff back, I'll give you a greater share of our profits. 40-60. Or what the hell, 30-70. What? Most of our cargo was lost at sea, and I got my captain's log on the way out. Burning me now is leaving behind my ship's flag and my lucky wheel. Get those, and then maybe we can meet at that campsite. Works for me.
Friends and allies vanish when facing a great challenge, don't they? You and I never hesitate. We share a great destiny.
You're back just in time. And you rescued a survivor, too. Your legend grows by the hour. This Grace O'Malley has spirit. But she does not like our refuge here. She called me primitive. Me, a former king. Despite her personality, we could use her help against the enemy. I think I found what is causing all the corruption. I scouted the sea caves along the shoreline, and I saw many corrupted. Something evil is stirring in there. I can feel it.
As if the crimson clouds hovering over the area weren't a dead giveaway. I've told him for days that's where it was coming from.
Yes, I know. I told you I would check it out, and now I have. Some dark energy is definitely coming out of that place. Ah, see now. That is the spirit of a warrior. We will charge into battle together, my friend. It's a shame your pirate companion refuses to join us.
The poor girl's just survived a shipwreck. And you ask her to face death for a cause she doesn't even understand? I don't blame her. I suspect you will be wasting your breath, but it is yours to waste.
Aye, do not take long, my friend. I will await you at the entrance to the sea caves. But I cannot wait all day. Not when battle beckons.
Look, I'm as grateful as can be that you reclaim my flag and all. But don't ask me to go on a fool crusade against those red-eyed demons. I don't need a Medal of Valor. Just a coin for me, thank you very much. Your local friends say there's a town a bit up the road. I'll head there and sell this loot. I'll set your part aside until you get there. For my part, I'll be saving up for a ship to escape this hellish island. Ugh, those two say there's some kind of storm wall out there. But they say a lot of things, and I don't believe a word of it. Besides, Captain Grace O'Malley never met a storm she couldn't navigate. I'll find a way. Have it your way, hero. I just hope you don't end up as one of those monsters yourself. Don't worry about me burning you on the loot. You did me a favour, and I'm good for it. As long as you survive, that is. I'll be there.
Well, you gave it a try, at least. Your friend is no warrior, but perhaps she is like Urta, smart, and that will help her survive. I've never seen corrupted in such numbers, and I fear they will attack our camp. I need to warn Urta. I am. If something happens to her, I could not bear it. She pokes fun at me sometimes, but I probably deserve it. I was looking forward to spilling corrupted blood with you. It's true. I'd think now, I must go back to the camp. I can't let you have all the fun without me. But I also can't go when Urta is in danger. Damn it. You can have the glory today, my friend. If you find the source of the evil, destroy it and get the hell out. Urta and I will wait for you at the camp. Godspeed, warrior.
And they shall witness the power manifest, the true future of the human race.
Alright, we got some great sword points. Let's see. Building up grit seems good. Become energized by landing critical hits, regain stamina and 5% health. That actually sounds like a pretty good passive. Let's grab that one.
You steal that which is mine. You assault my followers. And now you disrupt my plans. This is personal.
Yet you live! Ah! I knew you had triumphed! See there! The corruption has even receded away from our camp! What did you find in the sea caves? Some kind of abomination? A corruption rift? I've heard tales of such things. And you shut the bastards down, did you? Ha! You are here a short time, and already vanquishing the corrupted! A feat fit for legend.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a victory, but we must recognize this is not going to be an isolated occurrence. Yes. I have seen this before, more than once. When corrupted come in such numbers, it is a portent for dark times. In the past, an avatar has risen and led the corrupted in a campaign to consume all of Aeternum. No souls are safe from their reach. If you had, it is unlikely you would be here. But make no mistake, an avatar is coming, and we must warn the nearby towns. That would be for the best. There have been some misunderstandings between Elstrom and the town guard in the past. Besides, he likes it here.
My friend, Your valor is deserving of a reward. Follow the road to town, warn them, and then get a cup of mead at the tavern. You earned it.
Let's see. Tales of the Sea, the Stormwall, the Northman Shipwright. Right Honorable Sir, Captain Tavares of the Vendetta has tasked me with finding a Northman shipwright named Didrik Gunderson. It is my understanding you may be familiar with this man. I believe the rumors claiming that this Northman has become lost are entirely false. I have spoken to a quartermaster who saw him drinking in this very establishment. A queer thing for a wizard to do, wouldn't you agree? If I may impose upon you, I would request that you send immediate word to Captain Tavares' camp. Should you see this Northman, the captain would make it worth your while. Alright, I guess we are headed to town. Yeah, I mean, so far, this is pretty much exactly how the first game started. They've changed a couple things, they've added some details, but like the general map, like the path that the player follows through the content is pretty much exactly the same. The gameplay also obviously feels very similar to the original release.
Come closer. It is time you know the whole truth.
It feels like it's almost like it's exactly what it was, but it's more refined. And you can hope that with it being more refined, like maybe that just ends up making it so much better than the original release. But we'll have to see. This is really cool looking. A lot of cool visuals in this game. I love the graphics. They're optimized pretty well. Everything's run pretty smoothly so far.
This island has always guarded the promise of paradise. Humanity cast out, deemed unworthy of such blessings. But I did not come here seeking paradise. I came for answers. Redemption after a life of weakness and suffering. And I found a truth that disproved everything I had been taught. I tasted the knowledge forbidden to us at creation, and I saw the vision of humanity's true potential. I knew then, I must correct this ancient injustice and restore the power which is rightfully ours. The heart of the mountain now beats strong with this purpose. After a century of preparation, our campaign has begun. The island's townships already fall before the might of our armies. The only thing I had not foreseen is you. You, who have stolen the gift meant for me. And now your soul will pay the price. For I will not stop until I have seized back the destiny stolen from us and brought true freedom to the world, both old and new.
Alright. Very cool. Pretty sure that cutscene also played in the original game, so obviously like a lot of asset reuse. Got people chopping down trees out here.
Did you see my court? Huh? The wilds of Aeternum have never been safe, but the roads? Never seen anything like this before today. How should I know? Do I look like tell you? You mean? Oh, gather.
Apparently they had to have an unpaid intern voice act that person. He wants us to equip the sickle. Okay. There we go. Gather delicious truffles.
You there? New to Corinth, are you? Yeah, last thing we need's another mouth to feed. No bread to spare for travelling vagrants. Go back to where you came from. Did you then? Does that mean you got news of the storm? Heard rumours there's corrupted swarming all over down there. As if we don't have enough problems. Everyone talking about some ancient curse on the land. Last thing we need is to have to worry about corrupted as well. Well, isn't that grand? People starving in the streets, everyone whispering the sorceress Medea's cursed us, and now tidings of evil. What's next? Look, the Speaker of the Winds is in charge. Talk to him if you like. But don't expect some kind of welcome banquet. Corinth's gone from feast to famine. Ask 5 people, you'll get 5 theories. Some say we've been cursed. Others blame the local druids. Don't make a damn bit of difference if you ask me. Go see the Speaker in the town hall if you want to gab any more. That bastard loves to talk. After that, I suggest you be moving on.
Here's my new friend.
Use territory standing to unlock bonuses. Okay. Okay, the T button does not actually do anything. That's great. Map. Territories. Alright, so similar to before, we can pick XP gain, standing gain. I think I gravitate towards always basically picking XP gain bonuses. Especially early on.
Calling for patience will not suffice at this point, Francis. This is clearly a curse.
God's ears, Satvik. Your penchant for exaggeration never abates. More superstitions about the witch Medea. Infuriated because she didn't get a wagon load of coin and fruit.
This is precisely what she threatened if we failed to send tribute.
That was over a century ago, and I've told you already, we sent the damn tribute. These rumors are drivel, spread by the druids, no doubt.
Rumors or not, we have no choice but to venture out and try to salvage what we can from the farms.
I've heard enough for today, Elder Satvik. Let it rest. It's not like anyone's going to die of starvation on this infernal island.
The people of Corinth are suffering, Francis. Becoming lost. If you don't do something, I will.
Alright, so I think this is going to be a great place to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to play more in the beta. I'm going to try to keep these episodes around an hour long. And we'll play through the weekend. Not sure if I'll stream any of it. Might just keep it to a recorded series. So far, I feel about it the way I felt about the original New World. You know, I like the look of the game. I like the setting. I think like the foundations they've laid for the lore and the story of the world is really interesting. And I'd love to see more. The combat feels pretty similar to how it felt on the initial release. All the other systems seem to be essentially the same. They seem to have streamlined the questing and the story and the narrative quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to see how all of that shapes out. Let me know what you guys think of New World Aeternum in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you enjoyed the video, leaving a like, especially on an episode 1, helps me out immensely, and I really appreciate those that do. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other, and we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.